1, we are going to see Captain Falcon and Isabelle versus the Pokemon Trainer and King K. Rool. So let's get into it. Looks like an interesting match. The immediate Falcon kick gonna net a bit of hits on the Squirtle. Pretty interesting. And the super solid bears off stage gonna get some hits on K. Rool. Perhaps get a edge guard conversion. However, K. Rool is just able to recover with that pretty nice vertical recovery of his, the up B. And it looks like K. Rool is attempting to edge guard Falcon. However, that's not quite gonna work. K. Rool going for the cheese and the blunderbuss off stage. However, that's not going to connect either. Both members of Fishin for buffs off stage and just getting continually edge guarded. Perhaps they can get a kill off of Isabelle. However, K. Rool just missed by a bit. And the blunderbuss. Captain Falcon just barely avoiding the blunderbuss, but attempting to kill off K. Rool. Goes for an up B, and that's gonna end his stock. However, both members of Stinky off stage for a second there, but they're just gonna bring it back. Although Charizard is still in a pretty precarious situation. That Falcon kick gonna hit everyone except Fishin for buffs. And we have a parry coming out to punish the bear pressure from Captain Falcon. They're gonna need to try and get a kill off of these big bodies. Unfortunately, the up tilt into the down B trap not going to quite finish off K. Rool, who's at almost 190%. Very nice preserval of stocks by Stinky. And a down air from K. Rool is just gonna finish off Captain Falcon, who is down 2 stocks, with Isabelle keeping all 3. Falcon's up B is decently strong, however not quite strong enough to finish off the Charizard right there. And it looks like the flare blitzes are being thrown out, perhaps a bit recklessly. Going to accidentally kill himself while K. Rool also gets finished off. The Ivysaur is now out. Some crown action from King K. Rool. The solid nair. Perhaps a potential bear from K. Rool, but that's not quite going to connect. Gonna set the down B, but get immediately popped. And perhaps they can get a edge guard on this K. Rool, or the other way around, K. Rool getting a nice nair off on Isabelle. And we see an up B to beat out the shield from K. Rool. Pretty good option to select there. And another up B. Almost killing K. Rool, but not quite yet. We see Ivysaur throw Captain Falcon off stage, and then Isabelle fishing rod K. Rool off stage. Just an off-stage game at this point, and the jabs coming out, not able to get a conversion off of the jabs, unfortunately. And the immediate Pokemon switch to Charizard, hitting the fair on the Isabelle, finishing it off. Meanwhile, K. Rool is also getting business done with that up air, forcing Captain Falcon to share stock. They are up 4 stocks to 2. Stinky up. So this is a pretty alright scenario for them to be in. However, they are both at high percent. The up B from Falcon not gonna quite connect, but that down air from Isabelle going to connect just perfectly. Able to get the KO on K. Rool. K. Rool going for a edge guard on Isabelle, but it appears that Isabelle got hit onto stage and didn't tech. And so this game is in a pretty rough spot now. This is actually pretty close before then. Isabelle was at very low percent when she died. However, they're just getting some solid throw combos off now. First an up smash, then an up air, but that's not quite going to kill. Neither members of Stinky at high percent, and that down air is going to finish them. Very solid game won by Stinky, but Fishin for buffs was also looking quite solid there. If that Isabelle didn't die so early on that last stock, perhaps things would have been different. And so we move on to game 2. Stinky up 1-0 over Fishin for buffs. Let's see what adaptations both teams are able to make. It looks like that we are going to have a counter pick on Town and City. But will we see any character picks? Different character picks, that is. We see the King K. Rool. The nice cursor movement from Donkey Kong, who is now here rather than Captain Falcon. DK and Isabelle versus Pokemon Trainer and K. Rool on Town and City. Game 2. Let's see how the DK pick is going to change things up.
3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, the immediate side B from Squirtle going to get stuffed out by the villager side B. Speaking of villager, I didn't notice, or I didn't realize that that's also a different character pick. Both members of Fishin for buffs, changing their characters, going from Falcon and Isabelle to DK and Villager. Albeit Villager is similar enough to Isabelle. And DK is going to get tossed a bit by the Squirtle. Of course, Squirtle has a very solid combo game. The blunderbuss is not quite going to connect, and the air dodge, directional air dodge, is going to be an SD from K. Rool. That's definitely not what you want to see at this point in the game. And the belly armor is going to get broken by Villager. However, Ivysaur with the team assist able to just knock him out of it directly. So that's very nicely done. The DK is going to get finished off by the Ivysaur forward smash. And the Charizard coming out over the Ivysaur. I like the usage of pocketing the blunderbuss cannon in order to get a hit off. However, I think it was on DK, so maybe it wasn't that good after all. Just a lot of action happening in this game too. And you see a potential throw combo from Squirtle, but it's not quite going to connect. Nor is that berry combo from Villager. Both members getting launched by the Stinky vertical moves, and DK was the one who was finished off from there by Ivysaur Vine Whip. This is a very interesting match, just a lot of interactions and big hits going off. Ivysaur has the big hits in like up air and down air, and of course DK and K. Rool, the big bodies, are gonna go at it as well. One of those big hits is a DK forward smash that is going to directly destroy the Ivysaur stock, giving the Charizard pick instead. The stocks are in the advantage of Fishin for buffs. Again, they had a pretty solid game last game. It was quite close, but the Isabelle accidentally SD'd. Or not an SD, it was a stage spike, I believe. And so we have the finisher. 2 finishers in a row. The back airs from both Villager and Charizard coming in here, just killing off the opposing characters. And so we have a solo Charizard for the last stock. This is quite doable, honestly. We have the Charizard not quite at kill range yet, and the DK is quite high percent. However, that forward smash from the grab is going to finish it off. And so Fishin for buffs gets on the board, winning game 2, and now the set count is 1-1. And we enter game 3. Let's see what adaptations Stinky is able to get off, you know? They won game 1. However, they will need to do a bit more in order to take the set. And so
Pokémon Trainer.
The character picks for Fishin for buffs coming in very nice that last game. And they're going to stick to it, as is Stinky, as we enter Game 3 of the Losers Finals. I think it's Town and City again, maybe? Yep, Town and City once again. Let's see how this ends up going. Some pretty solid hits already going off. The K-Rool going for the cheese. The DK directly above K-Rool. And K-Rool went for the uppie to try and finish him off. If it connected, perhaps it would have worked, but it didn't. And so DK is just at very high percent instead. Basically going to get killed soon enough either. However, we are going to see a bit... Oh, did you see that? The blunderbuss coming out from K-Rool, that buffed blunderbuss just going to snatch up DK and get a very cheesy kill. Speaking of cheesy kills, he just got another one. This time off of the missed stage spike. And it looks like these off-stage blunderbusses are coming in very nice, just sucking up the opponent and throwing them away. However, he's even going to get his own teammate involved in the action, and that's going to lead to the Ivysaur's death, and the Villager Tree is going to finish off K-Rool as well. Very interesting game so far. Very interesting. However, as it stands, Fishin for buffs, notably DK is at high percent, but otherwise, the stocks are even. Looks like DK is going to try and get off a throw combo on the Ivysaur, off of the cargo throw. However, K-Rool is going to come on over and help out. We also have a... Oh, yeah, okay. Sorry, it took me a while to process that, but DK was trying to go for the tech check off of the cargo throw to finish off Pokemon Trainer. And indeed, he missed the tech. However, K-Rool was able to up air and save the Pokemon Trainer's stock. Very nice play right there. Very nice team play. And K-Rool is going to try and get an edge guard off on this villager. However, it's not quite going to work, at least initially. However, you just get off a back throw and finish off finish off villager. DK is at quite high percent. Villager at 1 stock, 3 stocks to 2. And there goes the DK. Not going to be the easiest comeback if it's going to happen at all. Suffice to say, Stinky did perform quite a bit better compared to last game. But let's see what the villager is able to do. A ton of projectiles versus 2 big bodies, you know. There's some potential. Gonna get a back air off on the balloon, but not gonna hit villager himself. And we have a grab, perhaps a finisher. Yep, the forward throw into up smash, going to finish it off. And so that is the Game 3 victory for Stinky. Very interesting game. You see right there, K-Rool got 5 KOs. And like 2 of them were off of blunderbuss off stage. Very interesting, very interesting. And so we enter Game 4. Let's see what Fishin for buffs is up to. See if they are able to win the next game and keep the set going. Looks like they are discussing what they're going to do. Perhaps more character switches can benefit them. The DK and Villager came out earlier and won Game 2. However, perhaps another mix-up is needed. Speaking of mix-ups, we are getting away from Town and City and going on to Kalos. And just as predicted, we are going to see a change to Captain Falcon from DK. So the Falcon's back. Let's see if this is going to be a substantial enough change, in addition to adaptations, to allow Fishin for buffs to get this Game 4.
3, 2, 1,
Again, Kalos giving the home advantage to Pokemon Trainer. However, a very informed pick, I'm sure. We see some early action on the Rool, potentially getting an edge guard from Villager. However, they're just going to stack on all this damage instead. Not quite going to kill. However, a lot of action already happening. Going for another offstage blunderbuss. Worked out so well last game, but it's not going to connect quite yet. The belly armor coming through to beat out the Lloyd Rocket. And so, that very solid knee, I believe it was a Ivysaur back air that hit both Rool and Falcon into each other. And Falcon was quicker on the draw, able to get a knee off and finish off King Rool. And so Fishin for buffs gets an early lead. However, they are both at high percent. So perhaps they can extend it by killing off the Ivysaur. But instead, it is the Falcon who gets finished off by the King Rool up air. Another down air into up air is going to finish off the Villager as well, bringing the lead right back to Stinky. Of course, King Rool is at high percent and 2 stocks, so if they get rid of that, you know, Stinky has the stock advantage. However, they are at quite high percent, both of them. That being said, Charizard was keeping that stock super secure, almost 180%, but that Villager smash attacks are going to finish it off. I also forgot to mention the edge guard off of the blunderbuss, off stage again, able to get an edge guard on Falcon, giving him off to his left stock. And that was a very solid play, since it allows Stinky to have a more sufficient lead at this point. 4 stocks to 3, however the percents are also a bit more even. Fishin for buffs is going to have to act pretty quickly in order to bring it back. The blunderbuss trying to catch the Captain Falcon with it, however it's going to scoop up Charizard instead, almost killing. Captain Falcon has to be careful to not get edge guarded here. However, Villager, in an attempt to edge guard King Rool, gets blunderbussed. Again, 2 kills off of blunderbuss, just like last game. And it's very interesting just how that ends up working. But regardless, it is working. And so, Stinky is up 3 stocks to 2. Very solid stock preservation on the part of Charizard. And that Charizard up air is going to just kill Captain Falcon. Fishin, the Villager is going to have to make a huge comeback here to keep Fishin for buffs in the game. However, it's just not going to work out. Rool back here just finishing it off and giving the victory and set to Stinky, letting them advance to